Hey, pest control business owners. I'm Erin Looper, and I'm with Looper IQ. And I just wanted to come on here and introduce you to us. Me and my husband Dave, we've been together. We've been married for 25 years, and we have had two or three pest control businesses and multiple websites. We built multiple websites for other people and everything. It's always been surrounded by a website, no matter if it was our business or if we were doing it for somebody else's, whether it be for profit or they were a friend or family member. So we know the front end of pest control, and we also know the back end of pest control. And if you don't have a website, you're not that's bringing you in jobs where you could book online, then you're just throwing away money. And there's no reason for that. There's absolutely zero reason for that. So we knew that, and so we built Looper IQ. And I just kind of want to show you how it works and how you can get your own pest control website. First, you'll go here to looperIQ.com, and you'll see this is the front page. And you can click here right now for a free forever a personal site, which obviously that includes, families and churches and clubs, all that kind of stuff. You have business sites, which is what we're talking about with pest control. And so you can click on that right there. But if you scroll down a little bit further, just to get a little bit more information, we have these cards here like family and home, where you've got your family hub, shared household, and all that stuff. You can click on education, and there's all these different things that you can go through. But for now, we're talking about home services, and we have the pest control, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, all that stuff. But you don't have to go through that. You can just click on, I want a business site. Now, we have the free forever means attribution stays on the site. What that means is we are going to have advertising on your website, whether it be a banner at the top, a little thing at the bottom, or whatever. But that's what we have. You can upgrade to other plans, like the monthly plan for $69 a month here. That comes with 69 AI credits, but it also includes all the features that the free one does, but it also takes not all of our branding off of there and priority support. And then you have the annual, which saves 40%, and does the same thing, only get more AI credits. I'll get into what the AI credits mean at another video. Our best thing right now is our limited time lifetime offer, because it is 50% off. It usually costs about $1,000, and now we're having $499.50 for this only limited time. So you better get in on that before that comes off, because this is going to go crazy. But it comes with 999 AI credits, along with all of the features. You can get the no branding and priority support and everything. So I would jump on that as soon as you can. For the sake of demonstration, though, we're going to go to start free forever. Okay, so we're going to put in here Tom. No, I already got it in there right there. Put Tom Samples Pest Control. So on that, you put in your business name. I'm going to put in, and then your email address. We're going to go ahead and let my phone number be in there for now. And then, okay, I just put a pest control, but if you click on this, you see the HVAC, plumbing, electrical, landscaping. You see all those different things that you can select, which obviously you can. It's up to you. Right now, for the sake of demonstration, we're doing pest control. And so we have that. And now here's where you can change your mind again and click the monthly, yearly, or lifetime. But for now, we're clicking free forever. And we have this free subdomain. Now, if you want to do your own domain, I will do another, I'll probably do another video about this. But basically, that's where you put in whatever you want, and we will do the search for you and find out if it's available and go from there. Like I said, I'll do some more research, or not research, but I'll do a more in-depth video on that for you in another video. Okay. So we have the free subdomain, which is what we're going to leave right now. And click agree and start my free site. So it only takes a little bit for your site to build. And then it will send you an email with your temporary password. Hang on just a moment. Okay, so now we go to open my admin panel. We're going to put in our email address. I have mine auto-filled, but that's not the right password, so we're going to go ahead and put in my other password. All right, so now it brings you to finish your pest control site setup. Now, this is very important. Put in all the information that you can possibly think of to put in. It doesn't matter. You can go in and change this stuff later on, but the more you put in, the more Google likes it, the more people like it because they see what you're more about. And that's just important to people just to get a feel of people. So we already have our business name. We'll put in our tagline. Will be, "We kill what bugs you." Okay. And then this website. Now, if you have another website, this is where you'd put it in, but that's not what we're doing right now. So then we can put in our owner name. We're going to put it in Tom Samples. Years in business. We're going to put in 30. Now, there's a license number. That's where you'd put in your TPCL or wherever you're from, whatever it's called for your pest control license. I know it's TPCL for us, Texas Pest Control License, but I don't know what it is for them. I don't know. It could be NYPCL. I don't know. But anyway, that's where you put that in. And then here's where you put your phone number. So I'm going to put in a fake number, 555-555-5555. Wow, that's ingenious. Here's where you put in your email. Once again, I'm going to put in my email. I'm going to take my address out of there and put in, and that's in Springtown. I know where this company is. So we have 76082. Okay, now we get into the services, areas, and positioning. Now, this is where it gets juicy and fun. This is where you get to decide what all you want, whatever your services are. So we're going to put in general pest control, and we have these shortcuts here. So you can put in all of these. But if there's something else that you do, like if you want to put in, I don't know, at this point in time, you can put in flea control, you could put in, I don't know. I don't know what all pests are around the nation. I'm from Texas, been raised here, so I know what we have here. So anyway, so you scroll down a little bit. You can add, like I said, you can add whatever services you have, and you can add them there. Then you got your cities and towns. So we're going to put in Azle, Springtown, Weatherford, and Jacksonville, just for demonstration. Okay, now we scroll down here and we have field team and technicians. So say we only have one technician. So we're going to say his name is Joey Smith. So he's a technician, and we're going to put his name as Joe Smith at looperiq.com. His phone number is 555-555-5556. I mean, we're up, So we have our first our first field technician in there. Okay, so now what we want to do is click Create Tech Portal Logins to send first-time passwords, set up emails, blah, blah, blah. This is where the tech will get their own login to log in their appointments, their chemicals, what they use, or whatever their treatment means. The stuff that techs need to know. And down here, okay, you have pests you handle. Now, these are the ones that I'm just like all of these pretty much, because these are the things that we deal with in Texas. Now, I don't know what else. I mean, we don't have possums here or in our thing, but I know possums are a big thing here in Texas. But that doesn't matter. That's where I could go in here and add, okay, well, I don't know. This is so odd. I don't even think that's the right way to spell that. Let's see. There we go. We'll add that. Okay, so we're going to add those in too. Okay, so now we have treatment plans and pricing. So here's where you can do anything. Okay, so we have general pest control, and you want it monthly, and we're going to say it was $50. Okay. We want to add more in. So let's say we have the fleas and ticks. And we're going to say as needed because we have been through many customers that had an infestation that it took 6 weeks to cover. So we would go out there every 2 weeks for 6 weeks, 8 weeks to make sure that it was done. So that's what I'm saying, as needed. Let's say you want to charge $150 for that. Now, if you want to charge more, obviously, whatever is needed for your region, whatever is right for your region. I don't know. So then say we're going to do, let's get one more. Say we're going to do, let's see, rodent treatment. Rodents, let's put rodents. We'll put as needed on that because you'll need to be going back and forth on, whatever you put down. If you put down poison, you need to go check on that and make sure that anything is removed so that other pets and animals can't get to it or whatever. But if you put out sticky traps, rat traps, or snap traps or whatever, you're going to need to go back out and check those. So you're going to want to make sure you put that in your pricing. That's just free for you. That has nothing to do with your website. That's on your pricing. But we're going to put in $250 for that. My husband absolutely hated doing rodent jobs, but he would do them because they were good money. But it just wasn't great. Okay. Now we'll scroll down. This is where you can add your certifications for whatever you're certified in, and your unique selling points, your highlight reviews. If you have a review like on Google or Yelp or something, you might go highlight one and add it here of what somebody else said. And then it's like, okay, you scroll down. What makes this business different? Okay. What's going to make this stand out from local competitors? Like, we love to keep things local. We provide excellent service to all of our customers. I don't know. You put in whatever you want to. That's just what came off the top of my head. We have extra notes for setup in AI. And the reason why that's there is because AI is predominant. I know a lot of people are worried about it. They're scared. They're like, I don't know how this is going to work in my life. I was one of those. But now I have learned how I can work with AI and not be scared of it because I can make it do what I want it to do. And it doesn't go beyond the scope of that. And so it makes me a lot more comfortable. So if we extra notes for setup or AI, what is the first thing AI should know about your business, your offers, your tone, all that kind of stuff? That is very important. I don't really have anything important to put in here right now. But you see what I mean. Now, under this, we have this business wants an online booking or request followed called out prominently. This is very important. If I were you as a pest control business owner, would select that for sure, because we want people to be able to book online without having to call you. And when you're busy, like you're out there on a job, you're in the middle of a yard job, you're trying to spray the trees or whatever you're doing, and your phone's just ringing off the hook. Yeah. Well, you're losing money. Yeah. But if they could go online and just get on there and go and book it, then you get it to your email. You get it to you're like, oh, okay, Vic, so-and-so wants a treatment on Thursday at evening time, which is like whatever we put it at, whatever it's set as. I don't remember what it is, but whatever time it is. And you need that because otherwise if you miss that call, you might completely lose money. But if they have a way to go to your website and book it, there you go. That's making you money. And that's where it's at. So that's what we're doing this for. And so this is an absolute must. And then we're going to put track chemical or treatment disclosure details for this pest control site because, well, I mean, you just track your chemicals. I mean, how much did you use on a site? How much do you have in stock? Because I know for us, there were many times that my husband was going out on a job and he didn't have enough chemical of whatever it was. And he had to run out to the store that, the pest control store local. Thankfully, we had one local that obviously they have to take your licenses. They have to see your license to do it. And he could go out there and be like, hey, I need XYZ. I can come up with one, but, and he could buy it and then go and do the job, which is great. But not everybody has that access to one of their business sites where they can just walk in and grab a chemical. So you want this so that you can know it's like, hey, I'm getting low on Termidor or cyprinone. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce half those. But anyway, those things. And so that you know, hey, I need to get some more. So that's important. Okay. So then we go down here and we have a build mode and AI pages. Okay, we have save details only. You don't really want that because all it's going to do is just like keep up with your answers, but it's not going to give you anything, nothing. So that's why we have build a site shell now, which will create your profile and your website, but it's not going to have anything in it. Now it costs no AI credits for that. So if you want to keep the free stuff, that's where you go, and then you'll have to go in and add those things. However, if you upgrade and you purchase AI credits, you can get the build shell and AI silo pages, which is where AI is going to go in and look at the information that you've put in and decide which pages are most important and then put content on them for you. Now, of course, you can go back in and edit whatever AI is put in there for you. You can do any of that stuff that you want to do. You can delete things, whatever you want to do, but that's what that's for. But it does use AI credits. So if you want to do that, first off, just know you're going to have to use some, you have to purchase some AI credits. But if you have any of the upgrade packages, it will just deduct from those credits that you already have. Okay, now we have generate separate city pages from the cities you entered above. Now, that's important because if somebody comes to your website and or somebody goes to Google and searches your town pest control. So say Azle Pest Control. And what it's going to do is it's going to bring you to a website that is just about Azle Pest Control. It's not going to tell you about Springtown or Jacksboro or Timbuktu. That's just not, that's the way it's going to be. And so that's important to do that. Now, you can also separate pest pages from the pests that you selected above. Now, I'm going to always select that just for the sake of whatever. I don't think it's necessarily important. Maybe it should be. I don't know. But you can always make a decision later on, delete whatever pages or posts you want, of course. Okay, so now this is our... I don't know what this is called, but it just basically says what pages are going to be produced from what we've put in above. So then we're going to build site shell. And this is where it's going to come to. We're going to have set up your website. So your business name is Tom Samples Pest Control. If I can spell control, there we go. Short tagline, we kill what bugs you. Okay. Click next. Our business address is